Alright, so I have Colton here, this magnificent beauty here. And yeah, today we're going to be talking about superposition and all of its lovely stuff. So first, what is superposition? It is the idea that something can be in two places at once. So the way that we simplify this and make it understandable is through a thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. And the idea is you put a cat in a box, and in this box is something that will kill the cat, but you don't know when it will kill the cat. And it will randomly go off, so you open the box, it could be alive, it could be dead. You don't really know. So at the before you open the box, it exists in two states, alive and dead, because you don't know. And it's both at that time. When you open the box, it's observed, and then at that time, it is one of them. So you open the box, it's alive. You open the box, it's dead. And that's it's when the box is closed and it's not being observed, it exists in a state of superposition. Now, in real life, the atoms, electrons, all that jazz that we can't observe because they're tiny, they exist in a state of superposition because they're so small we can't see them. But we like taking this a little bit further because why not? And applying it to life. And since this was explained with cat, we take it further and do it with humans. And so when you observe it, there's two options. It could be alive, it could be dead. And that's two different parallel universes. And one of them is alive and one of them is dead. So, yeah. Um, do you want to talk about how that's some stuff about that?
I mean, so with the parallel universes, depending on each 50-50 shot or any chance, you live, you die. So that branches off. You experience what basic immortality to a fault. You don't live forever because there's a finite point where you will die. You can't survive. There's no chance of jumping off of a building. Say, hell, even the Empire State Building. You jump off of that, you're dead. There's not a chance. Say you're in a car. There is always a chance you could get hit. You could die. You will experience the life and the branch of that decision where you didn't die. The thought is you cannot experience death until it's like a definite point.
Until there's no because when it splits into two universes where one you're alive, one you're dead. You can't your brain can't comprehend death, so you experience the one where you're alive. And until there's like 0.000000001, as long as there's that one somewhere after the zeros, you will experience that life. So you're immortal.
I mean, and the worst part is, and the reason it's best that this stays as a theory is because don't go walking in the middle of the road because it is a theory. You may die. We will still experience your death. So just take the warning my good friend over here told me when he explained it to me. Don't go test the theory for yourself.
We'll keep it as a thought experiment with cats in boxes, not with
People in
humans
cars.
in cars. Yeah.
I don't think that would be a very smart
might not
idea.
end well. But we can also take this a step further with not just death and immortality and stuff, but simple, just parallel universes, because it's
a branch of decision.
Yeah, so you come to a decision and, say I just picked up this pencil, and I stabbed him. But if I didn't pick up the pencil, I can't stab him.
He can poke me, but he can't stab me.
Yeah.
So there is a supposed branch where he did pick up the pencil, but there's also one where he did not pick up the pencil. There's probably multiple different variations of the same event that could have played out. But how are we supposed to comprehend the ones that didn't?
because you only experience one. You can't experience multiple realities, so you only experience one.
This isn't Slaughterhouse-Five. You don't experience all of time because you took a nap in the forest.
Yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool.
I don't know, man.
I wanna take a nap in the forest.
Walking around in a snowy forest in World War II, and you just take a nap, and next thing you know, oh shit, my feet are ivory colored. I'm getting abducted by hand aliens. I mean, I'm down for that, but I don't know if I want some hand to be like, you know nothing. You're not special, but you're special. But you're really not special.
If y'all haven't read Slaughterhouse-Five, it's a great book.
Oh, no.
Definitely
It's amazing. Totally, we should have read that as a class.
God, that would have been very interesting class discussions.
Oh, definitely. God. So, what did you think of the zoo? Well, you see, I interpret him having a schlong the size of a meat tower having to be described. It has to be said. I think that symbolizes life.
Yeah, that's a peak aspect of life because, you know, literature, art is life, and life is art.
But, you know, to connect this to what we were talking about, Slaughterhouse does kind of follow a way of following multiple timelines at once.
Yeah.
It connects to a value. Like we've said in this, you can experience multiple at once. But I mean, if you want to see what author's interpretation of that in the mind of a veteran or a wartime soldier, Slaughterhouse-Five is a very good read because it not only talks about the effects of war on the mind, it kind of just is a trip of exploring all time as if time isn't
relevant.
Which our theory, well, the superposition thing is life doesn't last forever. And you can only experience your life. But what if?
Yeah. And, like, so the thing, along with superposition, just with these parallel universes, so these decisions, they split everything, and they just kind of go. Alright, and when you have these two diverging paths, it can cause some simple stuff to happen just in general life. So, like, you take a left foot step and you just walk through a hall, no problem. But you step off with your right foot and you accidentally step on someone's foot and y'all just start talking because that sparked a conversation, and y'all talk, y'all become friends, and throughout life y'all are talking more, and that person, y'all start dating, y'all become a wife. If you stepped off with your left foot,
Never would have met them.
you never would have even talked to them. So, simple stuff like that, in one universe, you're single for the rest of your life.
In another,
you have a wife. Like, it's simple stuff like that where a small decision sparked two different events.
Two paths of life that can't coexist in the same realm.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's this idea is really cool because
it's possibilities.
Yeah.
It's literally possibilities are endless because we only experience what we go through. Not, I mean, you know, when I was little, I used to think, what if nobody else is real? What if, like, life was centered around me? Because I was, like, 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 5. It's just, but that thought, I mean, because we don't truly know, like, for 1,000, and guaranteed 100% fact that everything around us is real. I'm not saying that life is a simulation. I'm just saying that we don't know everything. And there's a high chance we never will, because knowledge is endless. There is no bottom of the barrel. It's an ever-expanding barrel with each new discovery. That's in any field.
Yeah, exactly. And And kind of one of the things that I like about this theory is, especially the immortality part, is take risks. In one universe, it's going to turn out one way. In this one, you're going to experience the one where you stay alive, and I kind of translate that to you're going to experience the one that you stay alive, but you may also experience the one that turns out best. And
Or you could die.
yeah, I mean, if the theory's wrong.
It's a theory. It is a theory.
Let's not go test the extremes of this theory, because I'm 15. Let's not take this too far.
I mean, hey, in one universe, I push the big red button. In the other, I get shot before I get to the big red button. Either way, both outcomes would be bad for the rest of the world. Except, no, me dying, that wouldn't be bad because I wouldn't have been able to push the big red
Well,
button.
that would be bad, because...
Well, I'm dead, but that's not the point.
But it would be very bad.
Ryan. But everybody else would still be alive. So, I mean, it really depends on how you value human life as well. I mean, if you see life as just, not even in a pessimistic way, if you just see life as something that is there, I mean, that value just deteriorates. And I mean, this is a talk about superposition. I'm not gonna go
we'll
on
get into
a
the
rant.
philosophical ones in another one. But, what are, like, so, you're gonna experience the one where you don't die. You're gonna experience the one, I think you're gonna experience the best one. And you're gonna experience all of this stuff, and so take risks. Do what you want with your life. Don't be afraid, oh, this might turn out not the way that I want. Because
you don't know.
It may turn out the way that you do want. And
if you live in fear,
Ryan 2.0 in the other universe is going to experience the one that I do want it to turn out like. So, take those risks. Do the stuff that you want to do. Don't live in fear.
Risk equals reward. I mean, even though some risks don't turn out how you want it, I mean, in a sense, I understand, like, acting-wise, just with the school. I mean, if you don't try, you won't succeed. If you try and you fail, you learn to do better, to succeed when you try again. Don't give up, because if you give up, then you'll never know. I mean, last year I gave up on acting as a whole, but this year I decided, I mean, if I don't risk it, I might lose out on a chance to do something I like. And so I tried, succeeded, and here I am now. But you can't live in fear. If you live in fear, you don't take risks, and then become a shell of a quote-unquote human.
Yeah. So, if you're ever feeling, like, scared to do a risk, just remember that one weird dude said that there's a ton of universes that, and you're going to experience the best one. So, this has been Ryan and Colton talking about superposition plus a little.
Plus a little.
Yeah, a little. So, me and Colton are also going to go work on some history stuff over on his channel. So, it's linked on mine if you go to the little channels tab. So, y'all go check it out. There's going to be something showing up on his channel here in a little bit. So, y'all definitely go check that out. Peace out.
Peace.